Man, I'm really good at saying I'll be right back and then not even going anywhere, huh? But I guess we're into the next draft. I'm sure Nameless is in this too, so see you later, buddy. And oh wow, Nameless isn't. No, he is. He's passing to me. Lol, Kappa. All right, Van Wedge is there. Justin, no. Oh my pal Justin, no. All right, we're taking a white card from this pack. It's a little bit concerning that the viewer number went up as we fired a draft with Nameless in it, but we'll figure it out. Anyway, Castle Raptors versus Griffin Guide is the selection. It's going to be our choice of white flyer here. And I don't know. I think I want to take Raptors. There's a chance Griffin Guide is just better, but I feel like the best decks have a good amount of removal. And like bounce spells and stuff, right? Blue decks in particular are pretty good against Griffin Guide. Castle Raptors, I think, is a great card. I think you're happy to splash it. Let me just... I'm curious to see whether Van Wedge is up to 2 trophies, because I know they said they were 5-0. I guess it's not going to let me look. Okay, I like a couple cards in this pack. Well, really a few. The Giant Oyster. This doesn't do anything, does it? Target tapped creature doesn't untap. Oh, wait, what? This is a lot better than I thought it was. Doesn't untap during its controller's untap step at the beginning of each of your draw steps. Put a counter on this. Leaves or becomes untapped. Okay. I feel like this is actually pretty good. There are a few good options though. Outrider on Core makes a lot of sense, right? I already have a white card. Search for Tomorrow is pretty good. Corpulent Corpse, 1 mana suspenders keep impressing me. I think you could take the Corpse, but then at that rate, maybe you're considering black-white. And I don't know. I think I'm just going to take the Outrider. This might be incorrect. I'm not sure exactly how good the Oyster is, but my thinking is there are 2 packs of the Amaru Scout. I already have a white card. If I take the Corpse, I basically want the Amaru Scouts / the Rebels anyway, so just take the card that seems good with all that. And now I guess I just continue to put myself in a spot where I would really, really like a Rebel Searcher without having one, or even though I don't have one. This card's pretty nice. Sometimes at Wheels, people do underrate this. Green Seeker is pretty cool, as Nameless just demonstrated. Think Twice is good. Gustclow Cavalier is okay if you are into 5-mana 2/2s. I'm into 2-drops that handle 5-mana 2/2s personally, but yeah, I mean, lots of cards that are okay. We'll take the Doomsayers, try to play some Rebels. More Doomsayers, but I think this is going to be a Celestial Crusader. And this card you got to watch out for a little bit because despite not being a sliver, it is still symmetrical. I guess as is the Sulfur Elemental or whatever, so that's just kind of how things were back in the day. I actually do like when stuff is symmetrical, but yeah, Celestial Crusader seems great with the start. Happy to be in white, happy not to be in anything else. And then they give me this pack. This pack is not particularly good. Looking at a Crypt Claw Transmuter, I don't think Drudge Reavers is really where I want to be. I do think Transmuter is quite reasonable, and Befuddle I think is worse. Dread Return I think is worse. I guess it's an easy enough Transmuter. Maybe we're running back some blue-white, but ideally with the 2 Rebels that we have, we would be running back some black-white. I don't know if I actually don't think I've played black-white yet. Okay, so this pack does have some interesting options. I think you can't take Shell Dweller from this pack. I think if you take a green card, you have to take the Nantuko Shaman. There is also Spiketail Drakeling. I think this card's reasonable. I don't think it's incredibly exciting though, and I actually do think Nantuko Shaman's very good. So I think I want to take that. This might be a mistake because blue might be more open than green. But just 4 mana, like 3/2 that cantrips is just super sick. So it's basically, I mean, there's a card from Zendikar Rising that does that, more or less. So, oh, Mangara, beautiful. Okay, so Mangara is really nice for multiple reasons. I mean, actually, probably more reasons than I can count. One, it means what? At least 5 people probably are underrating this. 2, it means white is open. 3, it's interaction. 4, there are like combo synergy. Like, I don't even know if I can list all the reasons this is good, but just believe me when I say this is extremely good for us. And next up, probably just trying to move back on into green here with a Scarwood Treefolk. You could consider the fact that we're trying to be a deck that's heavy white and consider the Gaze of Justice. I think that I can try to do this a little bit later, potentially. The stats on this, like, are the real deal. If I'm going to move into green, I'm going to have to be kind of serious about it as well. Gaze of Justice, the thing that I most want to do with this is pick up the Raise the Alarm Spell Shaper. Hey Veterspin, welcome to the stream. And yeah, I remember that you follow. Oh, I'm not paying attention to these follow notifications. Somebody followed me an hour ago and I didn't notice. And this pack, by the way, I think we just take Fathom Seer and move along. But yeah, welcome to the stream. And man, that is a lot of times to watch my IPA videos. I hope that they continue to be entertaining time after time. I definitely make mistakes, right? It's not like I play perfectly or something. So personally, I think if I were to watch my own videos 3 times, I would be like, wow, I really made that mistake. But thankfully, I'm only part of my own audience, not all of it. We're really looking for White Mane Lion. That's like the #1 card that comes to mind. I'll take Cancel. Reason I want White Mane Lion is because it's an instant speed return to hand. Blink doesn't allow me to reuse Fathom Seer, even though, and Sorcery Speed doesn't allow me to reuse Mangara, so we need instant speed return to hand. So White Mane Lion is one. There are some others. Let's see if we find them. Oh, and there's the Blink. Guess we do take that. I mean, good with Mangara, nothing else really. I don't really care about the other cards. Seems that green might not be happening, but that's not the end of the world. We pursued it. What felt like for as long as we could. I think this is just bad. Fool's Demise. I'm just going to take Drifterial Doll. I used to think this card was pretty good. I think it's now not as good as I used to think it is, but it does block like Looterial Core, right? I'm just going to take this because I think the other... Well, I guess technically I could board this in, but it's a pretty bad card. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I sort of am the lifeline for these old formats. It's sad, but also I have accepted it. I'm happy to be the person who's doing this stuff, and I don't know. I'm just glad that, you know, even if it's not hundreds or thousands of people watching like it would be on Arena or whatever, like I'm just glad that this is of interest to someone, because I would be miserable if I were playing new formats. I know that full well. Okay, I think this is an... Oh wait, is this an easy Duskrider Peregrine? There is Hill Giant with Lifelink in the pack. I think this card is probably still too good to pass though. Flyer, 3/3, like those are good things to be in this format. And then on top of that, sometimes this backfires, sometimes the protection matters. So I think that gives this thing the edge. Okay, Willbender. That's interesting. Oh, I guess I just take Castle Raptors, because there's still a very, very small chance that I end up playing green or something. And Willbender I don't think is always good, just usually. And I give myself outs to wheel a blue card. And Castle Raptors is great. So I do have some other IPA drafts, technically. Some of them are on X-Mage. It might just be one that's from X-Mage, but I did trophy one. You want to try Time Spiral? Is it fun? Yeah, I think it's fun. I would say this is a pretty good format. Earlier, another flashback connoisseur asked me about IPA versus Time Spiral versus Odyssey block, because I played a crap ton of Odyssey as well, given that it was only up for 2 days. By the way, we're taking the Knowledge Cavalry. This card's very, very good for beating down, and it's just a 2-drop. Dreamstalker is reasonable with Fathom Seer, not great with Mangara. Spiketail, still a good card. Maybe we'll wheel something. Need to get these white cards, power up my Celestial Crusader. But going back to what I was saying about the formats, Odyssey is really bad, unfortunately. Yeah, it's so funny because, like, Odyssey is really cool, but I agree. I mean, I don't know if I would say really bad, but in fact, I don't actually think it is really bad. But there are some things about it that are really not great. I think the number one thing is more or less that beatdown is unstoppable. Like that's my experience with it. Like if you just have a wild mongrel, God forbid, also a root walla, then you just win. I think I take Doomsayers number two over Transmuter number two for curve purposes. I could still get a Rebel Searcher technically. I mean, I got a sixth or seventh pick Mangara. I can get a super late Rebel Searcher, right? Maybe. It's also just a reasonable card if you don't have one. I could splash black if I get fixing, pick up a Rebel Searcher in the next pack. Wow, just like that, we get it. All right. Well, I love me an Ephemeron, but I have how many Rebels now? 3 Rebels at least. And this gives me outs to Saltfield Recluse in pack 3. This is like exactly what I want to be doing. Colors are open. The only bad thing about this is I've really passed a lot of good blue cards. So if the person... It depends who's passing to me. Is it Nameless? That's hilarious. If Nameless is forcing, then he's not going to be able to move into blue. He really should move into blue. Nameless is all over the place. We just played him. He was playing 5 color. Last time I drafted with him, my deck ended up terrible because he swapped colors like 2 times. I don't know. Amaru Seekers, easy. Just awful? Oh, okay. I saw you had trophied one, Tim. I assume that means that you are up for another. Anyway, Amaru Seekers, easy pick. It's another Rebel. Viscera Deepwalkers did impress me, by the way. I'm going to keep prioritizing that card a little more than I would have previously. And now I'm happy to take this Gaze of Justice. This is kind of a late Nightshade Assassin. I don't think I care about Spellburst. Look at my deck, though, right? We have just the one Rebel Searcher, but a lot of white creatures, most of which are fairly cheap. So if we somehow get the Raise the Alarm Spellshaper, I think we're actively excited to put a Gaze of Justice in the deck. I guess I take another one. I don't think I want Mystical Teachings. The situation where I would want to... Yeah, sorry, I'll come back to that. I'm very distractible live, as you're probably about to find out. Slipstream, I guess I'm supposed to take this. The chances that I want... no need to apologize at all. It's actually really helpful because sometimes I'll straight up forget. In this situation, I did remember that I was partway through a thought, but sometimes, yeah, I will absolutely just forget. Sideboard that, I guess. Sure. I don't know if I can swing triple white. Maybe. Opaline, sure. Whenever you cast a spell, return the... What? Counter target activated ability. I don't think this ever matters for anything. So I'm just taking this Opaline. Okay, we do get the Dreamstalker on the wheel. That's pretty reasonable with the Fathom Seer. So we didn't get a White Mane Lion, which maybe that's pack 3 anyway, but we got both other things. Crackshot likes sideboard Pull from Eternity, which I should probably like more than I do. Anyway, whatever, take the Stalker. Vidian Eye for the sideboard. Yeah, so I'll try again to talk about that. We could get a Dreamscape Artist and want to sack this. Sure. Yeah, so IPA I think is just straight up very, very good. Like, you can talk about how there are all these onboard tricks and stuff. Like, if you think about the fact that all the colors are playable, there's kind of modern day disagreement about which colors are best. Like, some people really like green. I hate green. Is pack 3? Thank you. Took me a second to understand what you meant. Okay, we didn't get the Spell Shaper, by the way. We did get a late Bewilder. Almost called it Befuddle. Blame Crackshot for that one. Oh, this thing's a Rebel? That's kind of funny. Children. Alright. Well, I guess we just take Chronozoa. That's a good one, huh? How do you guys feel about that? We pass Malik. I think Chronozoa is really good. But I'll let the timer run out. So I think, like, here's another example too of why I think IPA is really good. In my IPA remastered format, there were very few things that I felt like I actively wanted to fix. Like, a lot of the time when people will remaster old sets, like especially something like IPA, one of the first things they'll do is they'll like make the mana really good. But I think that's sort of the whole point of IPA, right? You don't end up playing your 18 land, 6/6/6 mana base if the mana is good. So that like defeats the purpose, I think. So I think that people are actually leveling themselves kind of when they do that. Time Spiral though, I might be more drafts into this. No, I'm not more drafts in than I was into OTJ. But one of the things I really like about this is it feels like there's a lot of novelty. Yeah, it's great when it's bad, exactly. Um, kind of into just Poultice Sliver for blocking. I think that's what I'm going to do. Probably board it out versus Sliver players. I don't think I need either of these. Wow, there's just a Pyrohemia. And there it goes. If this were in pod, I could consider hating the Pyrohemia. I do think I'm going to need to get some food, guys, because it's been a very large number of hours without me getting food. Wow, Shaper Parasite. Insane pack, by the way. Holy crap. Core Dirge, Enslave, Blight Speaker, even Erratic Mutation would be pretty darn good. Really busted pack. And this is one of the really nice rewards for picking up the Dreamstalker. Might wheel a White Mane Lion. Probably going to get one later. And Shade of Trocaire, I guess easy. Oh man. All the IPA videos. Oh, missed the road. Yeah, I'll tell you about that in a second if you're curious. Oh man, this is painful because now look, I can take Mana Tithe, which I do think is a reasonable sideboard card in the format. When the games are short, it's probably pretty easy to tithe people because this format does ask you to spend all your mana, I think. Maybe not to the same extent IPA does, but really good black cards and we can't take them. I have no fixing. I have to be straight blue-white. So I guess I take... but this is just such a medium whatever card. That was 2 moves ago when it was IPA season, and I was living in a place where I feel like the walls were pretty thin, more or less, and you could just about always hear cars coming by. It was also a little bit busier. Now I'm kind of in the middle of nowhere. I actually like the road noise too. I thought it was kind of soothing after a while. The exception would be like motorcycles, because motorcycles are kind of a problem or a pain or something. Okay, so I have 2 choices. I can either choose to Spite Ball by taking Erratic Mutation, or I can choose not to Spite Ball by taking the White Mane Lion. Because I kind of do want a mutation, right? White Mane Lion doesn't pick up permanence. It doesn't work with Reality Acid. I'm taking the mutation, I think. If I end up playing against a pinger or something, I might really need this. Do I care about swapping power and toughness? I can have Rift Watcher, but I only have one guy that tutors it out. Actually, maybe Rift Watcher's okay, because I'm looking for White Mane Lion anyway. And, oh, wait. Oh, I have Momentary Blink. Yeah, okay, we can play a Rift Watcher, maybe. Thaumaturgist, I think it's just a little bit too goofy. It is goofy in a cool way, but I think it's a little excessive. Alright, punished. But actually, it's not bad to have 2 of these. Sorry, ball. Alright, let's see if we can get a White Mane Lion. I would like one. Okay, we got a Grizzly Bear. I might play this. There's a world where I could play this. Yeah, it looks like we're not getting... This is insane. Core Dirge this late? That is brutal. Do I have a Mana Tithe already? I do. I think. Yeah. So I guess I take this. Core Dirge is broken. I lost to a Core Dirge in a spot where I thought I literally couldn't lose. I guess... Sure. I think I just play mutations. Alright. Yeah, I really would have liked a White Mane Lion. In fact, oh, maybe, I think when I was thinking about that, the mutation versus the lion, I think I forgot the Mangara. I think if I was thinking about Mangara during that pick, I'd probably take the lion. But, oh well. Can't do anything about it now. No, unfortunately, I do not know which flashback draft is next. Which really, unfortunately, means it might be a while. So big to be determined is the answer there. Probably just try to cut all my bad cards. Maybe I cut cancel. And how about cutting reality acid? This deck looks great. What do we think, team? I think this deck looks really nice. I think I can get away with 10-7 as well. Because I don't want to play this on turn 2. This is not actually double blue. It hurts the Fathom Seer, that's the one thing. But I still think... I think I want to be 10-7. I'm never 10-7. Oh, it's randomly better to play Flagstones than play Plains, because sometimes opponents will have Curse of the Cabal. That's already a situation I encountered, so I'll play it. And yeah, 10-7 it is. My mana is pretty nice. And no, Burninator, actually. I mean, I'm memeing you, of course, because you just said that, but there is a real chance that this might be my last draft of the day. The stream, the uptime says that we've been going for like 2 hours and change, or almost, 2 hours 45, but in fact, we've been live for, God, I want to say 8.5 hours, something like that. So that it's already been a hell of a long day. Get food before starting. Thank you, Strat. Strat has evolved from exclamation point hydrate to suit my needs. Have I considered doing 30 hours? Oh, that's true. I could have done that instead. Yeah, maybe 30 hours would be better. All right. I don't really understand why. Oh, they're going for it? Brave. Definitely brave. All right. Here's a card for you, a card for me. Everybody gets a card. Yes. Oh, also they're hellbent, or they were. Yay! Shaper Parasite is broken. Oh man, my go live notification is still wrong. Sorry guys. If you were expecting Crackshot, you only get me. He was here for 3 matches and 1 draft portion. And it was a beautiful 2 matches and a draft portion. 2 finals lost today. Not the stat that you want to have the highest, but I imagine this opponent is going to probably be in huge trouble this game and potentially in big trouble over the course of the whole match. Like block sack, yeah, it's like really bad. So I think that this person's probably not either pretty new to Magic or very new to this format. Oh, they didn't even sack. Yeah. All right. Oh, I closed this because it was annoying me. There's got to be a better way to do this. Let's do it that way and just set it over here. But then the stack is like kind of covered. I don't know, it's fine, I'll figure it out. All right. So I don't know if Vitor Spin is still here or not, but so far I've been pretty happy with Time Spiral. I feel like there's a lot of depth, a lot of novelty, reasonable amounts of removal. I like that there's fixing and that it like the fixing is actively good. Like for instance, in IPA, I think the fixing is actively bad. I don't know why we're hemorrhaging viewers, but it's a little dramatic, I guess. What is even happening here? Guess next turn is just Fathom Seer, draw, get down the Megara. They like weirdly floated a mana in upkeep. I can't undo it. Man, I used to be the trophy leader. What happened? We're washed. Baconator is 4. Nobody's ever been this washed. Red mana, interesting. Guess they do have double star in their deck. They probably, I wonder if they have Bone Splitter Sliver. It's probably the scariest card, either that or Fury Sliver. Okay, they just concede. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I have showered a lot of times this week. Does that make me really washed? I think I ship this. I mean, I have 7 islands in this deck. I'm shipping this. So it's better. I wonder how often this happens when you're like, even when you're me and you're like, oh yeah, it's never actually like a 10-7 mana base, right? It's always 9-8. It's always 9-8, and sometimes you just want like 9.5, 7.5 or whatever. And you like look at your deck and you're like, yeah, like this is, you know, this is 10-7, even though most decks are 9-8, right? It's like we really don't have almost any blue, and then you draw 2 openers with 3+ white sources in each or whatever, and you're just like, well, maybe there's no such thing as a maybe it doesn't even exist. Yeah. Well, it sounds like you're, yeah, I don't know. Oh, Gemstone Caverns into Mist land drop? That's not a combo. Just almost clicked through. Yeah, they must be new. I mean, Moto said they're double queuing. I don't know. I think they are new. They have the Bop avatar. That's always a point toward them being the new player. Nice thing about this hand, though, is like I do just have every card being castable with a draw of a plains, so maybe everything, maybe some hands are actually, or some decks are actually 10-7 decks. And right as I say that, I draw a blue card. Pretty funny. I wonder what an 11-6 deck looks like. I don't know if I've ever even done that. I mean, I've probably done it, but it's probably been, God, it's probably been years. Sure, yeah, I could see that strat. Well, I would like to eventually draw my land, but it's not like I'm in a place where I can complain. Got to get the bad variants out while you're playing people seem to be new to the format, right? Isn't that how that works? Alright, I can't cast my spells. Mm-hmm. Diabolical indeed, yeah. You know, the weird thing about this format is a lot of people have said, like, oh, you know, they shouldn't have cut all of uh, Future Sight from this flashback just because of Sprout Swarm. And it's like, on the one hand, I feel like I understand that, and like they're saying that there's so many cool cards in Future Sight. Like, why would you get rid of a whole set for one card? Like, it's not even that bad. Just have flyers or something. But um, I don't miss it that much. Like, I think there are more failures in Future Sight than the other two sets by a lot. I would have to look to be sure. But here's a random example. Like, when I'm attacking and blocking, every now and then I'm like, what about the one in a white scry 3 that then deals damage to your top card to an attacker or blocker? And I'm just like, I am so glad I don't have to think about that card. Like, not only do I not have to play around it, which is fine, that part I don't really care about. It's just a bad card. It's just a bad design. So it's nice to, like, I don't know. Nice to not have to play with some of that crap. Like, Erratic Mutation, I'm not going to claim that's like the best design either or anything, but, you know. Oh, yeah, I mean, subjective, sure, is like totally fair. I'm picky. And when I say like it's a bad design, really what I mean is like it's a 2 mana card that scries and you can't use it to find land drops. Like, you can, but you shouldn't. You know, like that to me is like, ooh, wow. Why? um like, easy way to make the card better, make it more powerful somehow and make it more expensive. That's all you have to do. No. All right. Oh my god. All right, one's going deep. Yeah. Riddle of Lightning is fun. I mean, that card irritates me too, but that is like it's the exact solution actually that I just mentioned, which is really really funny. I guess I should have been thinking about that because right, like it's more expensive, it's more powerful. So you simply don't need to look for lands. You just look for action anyway, and then it's just totally great. That's actually really funny. I wasn't thinking about that. I wonder how many other cards like that there are in Future Sight where it's just like an absolute whiff of a card. Oh, I didn't even realize I'm up 10 minutes. I've just been like talking so much that I didn't even realize. I guess I should try to do that more often. Cuz imagine if I was like so annoyed for 10 minutes. Wait, what the hell? They just floated 3 mana and then passed. I love that I get to like, given that they're taking a super long time, I love that I don't have to think about what I'm doing. Like, I'm just kind of doing random stuff. I almost always have to think about what I'm doing. I'm not Opa. I can't play by instinct. Oh, Wing Shards? I thought that was originally from a different set. Because wasn't it reprinted in... Yeah. So it's from Scourge. Man, Wing Shards is a crazy card. I wonder how I feel about that one. Because I don't think I, like, hate it. No, actually, I might like it. It's just a little hard to make it good, but maybe that's... I don't know. I guess it is a cool card. You can play around it, but you can also build around it. It's powerful if you walk into it. I guess the thing, if I have to criticize Wing Shards, I think what I would say about it is it's probably one of the cards that becomes worst when it's known, right? Because all of a sudden, anything that you might be playing pre-combat, you're now not going to play if you're going to attack with multiple creatures. Like, you just... Yeah, anyway. But apart from that... Oh, Remy Fortier. I had the most... Okay, I'm going to say high GLHF again. Maybe the second time I'll get him. Keeping this. Anyway, I had the most... I just absolutely demolished this player in the first match that I played against them today. But I think that deck was better. And I think he probably had some absolutely horrendous draws, if I had to guess. Shaper Parasitic Common is pretty stupid. I guess I didn't get any Saltfield Recluses this time. I think I'm supposed to suspend. Let's go for an attack. I don't think anything bad's going to happen to me here. Kind of hate being mana inefficient with it, but I'm just never hitting 6 lands anytime soon, so... Alright, I'm killing any morph. Kill any morph. Especially once I draw the second mutation. Wow, the Machor. Yeah, happy to kill that one. Where's Ball so I can tell him about this erratic mutation card? Avalanche. Oh, that's actually really bad for me. Wow. Okay. That was good. Alright, Darwin Castle. AKA... I mean, what are the chances the opponent... I don't know. I think they're going to pay 4. Yeah. They will indeed, and I have no reason to kill that, so I won't. Unless I have nothing else to do with my mana, which is reasonably likely, unfortunately. Also, how nice is this? I get a white card into play with no planes? That's cheating. Alright, I'm just gonna kill the thing. So I have erratic mutation anyway. If the opponent goes land... Oh. Well, I guess we're really far ahead now. I don't even remember which flash cards they could have. I'm sure there's something bad for me here, though. I don't know. Whatever. Show me. The Garden Rager. Oh, this thing? I guess I just go for that. Kind of being loosey-goosey with my removal, but seems fine. Sure. Yeah, good card. Actually, I'm almost unable to beat that at the moment. It's kind of unfortunate. So what to do then? I guess I do this. Does that make sense? I think so. As long as you're hanging out at 6, it's not like you're attacking anyway. Like, if you just have another Ephemeron in hand, then sure. But most of the time, you probably don't. Triskelivus. That's pretty terrifying. Alright. I probably can't win now, honestly. So I just cast this. The Urza's Factory. Okay, that's not a huge problem for the Errant Doomsayers. I hate that this just sacks itself for free. Like, what? At least make it a mana. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I played this game too loose. Spewing my removal, but my removal doesn't really kill 4/4 flyers, so I don't know. I don't. I think this was an irresponsible attack by them, though. Oh, that's probably really good. No, that has to be really good. Okay, yeah. Alright, so we alpha here. Yep. Okay, now I just block this now that, or tap this now that you did that. And no, this is funny because now I can tap down the Triskelevis. What is that? Oh, I see. Okay, sure. Okay. Okay. I did think they might have Book Garden Rager earlier. Let's see if I can get them at all here. It's going to be tricky, but I think we might be able to do it. Now I just reset this. This is like medium bad for me. I guess I could save this. That doesn't seem very good though. No, this is pretty bad for me. Yeah. I mean, I guess I knew I was going to be in rough shape no matter what, but... And now I just play this. And it's still at 4. Definitely afford to take some beats. I imagine I lose this game, but I don't know. Maybe there's some way out of it that I can't think of. This is interesting. And by that I mean probably pretty bad. It seems pretty bad. I mean, I guess as long as they kill this before letting me untap with it, then it's not bad. How do you beat this son of a gun? Ophidian Eye. Okay, sure. I think I'm too worried about that. That's, I mean, currently it's 3 mana cycle. I'm just trying to see if I can find a way to deal them enough damage that they die. Oh, geez. 2 damage to each creature without flying? Welp. That's not great. Guess I just point some damage at random stuff. Sure. I guess that was pretty bad for me. Gossamer Phantasm. That's interesting. It's target creature you control, right? Yeah. Unfortunate. Wow, I'm definitely not winning this. Oh, well, hold on a minute. There's a good draw. But I think not good enough. Because the Triskelevis just pings it. God damn it. Alright. Send. Sack and ping me. Sure. That's fine. Alright, now I play this stupid card. Guess we get to keep fighting. I don't know if that's good or bad. Alright, I'm at 8. You now have your divination. Sure. This is a lot of mana. Yeah, we can't beat another one. The problem is the Triskelevis still just pings the Mangara. Otherwise, I would actually think it could be possible for us to... Yeah. So I guess what I need to do... I need to do this. Face down. Face up. Okay. I have to do this. There's no way around it. And then I'm gonna lose. Yeah, they're just gonna kill the Mangara. They don't have to do it right this second. Of course they know that. Opponent's played well. I mean, it's a pro player, you know. It's kind of what you expect. So it's cool to see it in action, even if it results in my demise here. Send the one... Wait, why would you send the Triskelevite? Oh, because if I block it, I take lethal? I guess that's a good reason. Sure. That shouldn't attack, because I have a free block on that. And they're gonna kill the Mangara, basically, certainly. Yep. So, I think this should be a pretty reasonable matchup. Can I survive? No. I mean, technically, maybe yes, but like not really. So I'm just gonna concede. Well, actually, hold on a minute. I attack with this. They block. No, I'm dead. Because I have to play it on my turn, and then they know that I just have one thing. Alright, we're out of here. Yeah, gonna be pretty hard for me to beat that deck. I keep running into this where it's just... I mean, it's fun, sort of. It's like they're making me work for it, but I am getting absolutely low-rolled to death. Like, you can't tell me that Baconator 5000 would somehow have won all the matches that I've lost. I would predict Baconator would have lost almost all of the matches that I lost, maybe the same number. I could play cancel. I did think about it. I just think it's too rough on the mana. Alright, I was really winning that game for a while until I wasn't. Let's try this hand. That's a second random reward for Flagstones of Trocaire. It really is just better than a Plains because um, if they have Avalanche Riders and I'm on 3 blue and 1 white, my 1 white is Flagstones. It's like, whoa, we got him. Because I think the limit is pretty high. I mean, I feel like I'm playing no worse than I played a million hours ago today. Which I don't know if that's good or bad that it's such a high limit. I feel like, and that it's the same thing with trophy races. It's kind of like saying, "Look how addicted I am." This is the measure of my addiction. Isn't it high? Isn't that impressive? I don't know. There's something a little bit weird about it for sure. But, um, wow. Oh, I see. So that's what they were tanking on. All right. All right. Well, if they have the 2 damage to everything, I lose the game. But I have to develop. What's it called? Rough tumble. Okay. Yeah, this is kind of what I thought. I thought that I would actually be able to bait them into blowing up island if I played that land. Oh, we drew the nuts. We just don't attack with a poultice sliver. I guess I'd... I guess I'd just send the cavalry. Kind of hate this play, unfortunately. Oh, okay, so they're planning on paying. Now they cloudscape me? Yeah, that's fine. Obviously bad for me, but ultimately acceptable. Text from a number I don't know. That's interesting. Alright, this goes up to 5 toughness, so it has a clean attack. I guess I want to send the poultice sliver. At this point, I don't care. But poultice is a cool word. I didn't think about that. Oh, okay. Easy draw. Actually, a great draw. I think we just win this one. I mean, unless they put me in Ephemeron jail again. What? Why? Yeah, no. Sure. No, no thank you, Magic Online. That's a very tempting damage ordering, but I have to decline. They don't have this for 1 turn, so we gotta make our damage count. I guess next turn I can play both of these, but that seems worse than just pumping this for however much mana I end up with. Sting, Scourger, goodbye, Castle Raptors. Alright, fair enough. Goblin Snowman, there he is. Use the Goblin. 1 damage to target creature that's blocking. 2 and by it. So, in other words, we just send the cavalry. play the Chronozoa, I suppose. I mean, no, let's play the Raptors. Well, I don't know. We're so far ahead on life. Let's just play the Chronozoa. We have transcended mana efficiency. Yeah, they're just paying mana to keep random bears in play, and where our Chronozoa is going to clone itself. Unless they can kill it. That doesn't kill it, so that means we're Gucci. Attack, that's bold. Extremely bold, as it were. Excuse me. And now what are we doing? I think it's just got to be the old Raptoroo. I'm fine to accept a 2-for-1 with the cavalry. Oh, wait. Yeah, it is still a 2-for-1. I had to think about it. I did have to think about it. Oh. I punted big time. I mean, I guess that's acceptable, but it's pretty bad. Actually, wait. No, that was just necessary. You know what? That's fine. And then now we play... Yeah, we're actually still just winning. Even though that wasn't very smart. That was pretty stupid of me. Oh well. I mean, the alternative is really bad. I guess maybe that's just forced. Yeah, I guess that's just forced. What is this attack? I don't have a clue what this attack is. Rift Bolt? I don't know, I'm blocking. Yeah. So they trade. Okay. Seems like that was acceptable. I guess it was... Yeah, that was fine, because I can't attack through the stupid snowman anyway. I just need something to get rid of this Ephemeron. Ephemeron is busted. There's no way that card is worse than... than Luteral Core. I don't know. It feels like we just get dismantled here. Primal Plasma, make a 2/2 flare probably. I mean, that card's not very good. And we have the Doomsayers, so I guess we're chilling against that, thankfully. Yeah, I guess as long as the opponent's passing here just like that, we have a pretty reasonable chance. I'm gonna bluff cancel for fun. It's not 100% clear whether I'm supposed to play the Dreamstalker. Now if I draw like my card that casts Gush or my +2/-2, I'm kind of sad, but it does block the Bogarden Rager, and I actually don't have a good blocker for that really, so that was my thinking. Okay, they just immediately pass. Alright. Let's try to untap with it. Don't kill it. I can't believe they didn't answer my hilarious joke in chat. Okay. Please don't be a parasite. Okay, that's fine. That is much more likely to result in them dying. Because now they have to divination. Now they don't have parasite mana. If they bounce it, I replay it. They concede. Nice. I like the concede, by the way. It signals respect. Like, even if I fucked up the Chronozoa attack, which I am not actually sure whether I did, that concession makes me think that they don't expect me to fuck up the lethal. I could play cancel, but cancel on the draw is a little dubious, and I would probably have to change the mana. That said, we could. How about Poultice Sliver out? Cancel in. Change the mana. Awesome cancel art. I don't know. I also just like the Time Spiral set symbol. I could play Slipstream Serpent. It's not evasive. It's just a guy. Hey Vieterspin, good to see you. We're playing Remy Fortier, pro player. Absolutely destroyed him earlier today when I ran into him, but unfortunately I imagine he's going to beat me here. It feels like our decks are pretty close in power level, but we're going to game 3. He's on the play. I'm mulliganing on the draw. Sure. I guess he mulled on the play. Alright, alright. Skycutter. Oh, Cloudskate. Well, it doesn't mean I have to like the set. I can simply enjoy the stained glass art. I'm going to be changing my lands pretty soon, by the way. The Avatar The Last Airbender set is coming out in, God, I want to say October? I'm not sure. I think it's late October. And I love that show so much, so I will be running the full art Oppo lands once I'm allowed to do so. Please don't kill my Mangara. Yeah, not allowed to diss it. Well, I think this set, I mean, I didn't really play the set. I played the sealed format. I think Wingmantle Chaplain is a mistake, so I don't like that. But a lot of things about the set were pretty cool, I think. I mean, from the sealed, that was my experience. Yeah. It is always kind of funny. Oh, okay, so they just go for the 1-for-1. That's not too bad for me. Alright, well... I probably could have tried to take out Doomsayers. I mean, maybe they just... I hope that they bounce the Doomsayers. I hope this is like, we gave them something else to think about. If they bounce a land... damn it, yeah. I mean, it's a smart player. Of course they're going to do this. Opponent's missing lands, by the way. So I like that for me. Pretty resilient to the Avalanche Riders or whatever. What was their morph? Man, I wish I remembered that. Alright, we're gonna do this. And I guess I just hit their morph on upkeep. Kind of weird timing. Well, no, let's just hit the flyer. I have not seen the Ristic Studies video. I guess I could check that out. Alright, here comes the morph. It's fine. Errant Ephemeron, sure, that's going to come down really long from now, though. And I have... Ooh, that's nice as well. I think I don't even remember what my tutor targets are, so I don't think they're that good. For the Amaru Scout, no, they're not that good. One of them's in play, so we'll just do this and pass. I guess now that we're here, and I really don't video, yeah. Sounds like you might be a Mangu fan. Alright, I don't know what this is. I'm just going to try to tap it. Probably blow up a land of mine. That's what I would expect them to do here. Primal Plasma, okay, sure. Oh, I'm getting punished for... Oh, wait, what? They didn't make a flyer? I'm getting confused. Yeah, currently, yes. But they do have an Ephemeron that comes down turn after next. Yeah, pretty much, Leo. Good to see you, by the way. Leo, you missed a great moment earlier from stream. The opponent played a Primal Plasma versus my Shade of Trocare. Or wait, no, versus my Viscera Deepwalker. Because I had 3 islands out and they made it a 1/6. And I also had like some random flyer. So if they... Oh, okay. So I've been tapping the wrong one. I see. Wow, okay. What are they up to here? Snowman. Okay, yeah, I guess we're just winning this game. That's a nice feeling. So we swing for 9. Yeah, I think they're dead. But yeah, one second, I'll try to finish that train of thought. This is what I mean, Vitor. Like, it, just happens, like, constantly. Ooh, awesome draw. Alright. Also, now we have Bewilder plus Transmuter. Yeah, at this, like, it's a lot of stimuli, right? Like, I'm playing a game, I'm thinking something, maybe multiple things, frequently multiple things. And, yeah, anyway. Alright, looks like a classic win. Classic win, 2-0 versus Remy Fortier today. Can't hold a candle to Baconator, though. This player is just racking up the trophies. No one else even has 3. I've been stuck on 2 for too long, if you'll excuse the pun. So let's hop into our 3rd finals today and see if we can actually win this one. But yeah, so the opponent, I had Viscera Deepwalker, right? And I had 3 islands. They play the Primal Plasma. They make a 1/6, and I had like at least one random 2/2 flyer, maybe multiple. And I play the island and attack through the 1/6, and they have to chump, and Crackshot's like, oh my god, if they chose either of the other modes, it would be better. Like, sometimes you're in a situation where there's like a mode, and it's like, oh, I could have chosen the other mode. They chose the worst one of the 3. That's insane, because if they choose the Hill Giant, then it trades the Viscera Deepwalker for the Hill Giant, and if they choose the 2/2 flyer, then it trades off for the flyer, but they had to chump. Absolutely brutal. Alright, Phasal, but I believe last time I was... Yeah, the time before last when I was in my finals, I was also paired down, and it meant nothing because I just died. Alright. Don't need this upkeep stop. Oh, I have to tell you guys about the stops, by the way. That'll be the... Man, there's no better feeling than drawing a 1-mana suspend card for turn 1. Phyrexian Arena was involved? Okay, that makes sense, yeah. Knight of the Holy Nimbus. Okay, alright, we got a battle. And once I draw land, I don't think I'm allowed to play Dream... Well, I could play Dreamstalker. Yeah, just top deck it. My most recent clip on the channel, Leo, is keeping like a pretty bad Vintage Cube hand on the draw with Library of Alexandria. And then I'm like, maybe I'll draw my one Mox. And I drew it, and I played it, and it's a green Mox. And I'm like, I activate library main phase, and I'm like, maybe I'll draw one of my two mana dorks. And I drew it. It was awesome. Yeah. I think I just, if this would be destroyed, regenerated. I don't think I can afford to set myself back forever. I can just kill that with mutation. So let's just pass. Green, white, okay. Knight of the Holy Nimbus rocks, by the way. That card is so awesome. You can't look at this thing and tell me it's not extremely cool. Okay, the Rift Watcher, that's not extremely cool. Just gonna main phase this so they can't have a pump. Momentary blink, alright. Oh, that's brutal. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever really gambled with my mutations. I definitely try not to. So we have to, okay, they're banned. That's interesting. Cool lands though. Style points for that. So here we just attack for one, and then I'm gonna bounce off a Rift Watcher with the Transmuter. No shot they're considering blocking. Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know about all of that, opponent. So I'll show you guys in a minute the yield trick. The regulars probably already know what it is, the yield until attacks. But I have gotten so much equity from that. I've literally eaten 3 different creatures with that trick. So it's definitely a need to know kind of scenario. Yeah, I don't know. How many hits did you have? Like, I wonder what the percent is, you know? What the hell? Literally randomest concession in the world? What? Uh-oh, can't beat a 1-3. Alright. I don't know. Yeah. I guess I'm curious about the particular spot. I mean, if this is how we have to get trophy number 3, then that's how we have to get it. I'm not too proud. Not at this point. I've lost... It feels like I've lost a million matches. I don't think I... let's see if I can win a bit more. If I can win a bit more, then maybe we'll go back to tracking my win rate. Because starting 6-0 was pretty nice. I'm pretty sure you started 6-0, Leo, just based on you also having 2 trophies. Also, I don't know if you saw, but I did ping you. I guess I keep this on the draw versus this opponent. Yeah, well, you don't have to, but always happy and curious to see. Because I feel like there are not very many people who rack up a lot of trophies quickly. Dawn is one of them, and you are one of them. So I feel like whenever I see that happen, that's when I get curious, you know? Alrighty. Looks like we're doing pretty okay. A little floody, but opponent's doing nothing. They can't have the 3-2 kills this anyway. The 2-1 flash costs double red, so I believe we're safe. Looks like they're F6'd as well. And they don't know the trick in that case. I mean, assuming that, you know, if they... Yeah, anyway, whatever. No, I guess I can never infer that they don't know the trick. That is just a nonsense comment. Okay, I don't really understand what's happening in this game. Weren't they Bant? How are they Gruul? Alright, I'm sending this. I don't know what's happening. And then I'm just going to play 2 flyers and hope they die. Which I kind of imagine they will. But they haven't done anything. They at least were playing 3 colors, but I don't really understand the whole color deal. But anyway. I'm just going to keep sending in the Doomsayers. sure there's a reason not to. I could get wrecked by the deal a bunch of damage to all the flyers card, but I'm just doing this anyway. Oh, I was like, oh my god, I'm getting wrecked, but I did not. Okay, and then this is not like a leaves the battlefield. No, that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, okay. Sure. No reason to kill the Fire Maw. Yeah, I just get to hang out. The Fire Maw is pretty sick. Forgot how good that card was. But they're still in some trouble. Definitely they're going to decline. And kill the Chronozoa. It's all forced. And concede. Yay, we finally are out of the doldrums. Oh my god, that was a lot of not trophying. Alright.